Hello everyone, welcome to RedMystRacing. You with Knight Rider here. We're back for the FACR BMW Meltdown. This is round 7. It'll be race 1, we're at Sonoma. As you can see, race 2 is at Mugello, race 3 is at Catalunya. But we're here for race 1, which is Sonoma full. Just let me bring up the standings. Alright, the standings as it stands. With a standing. At the end of round 6, we've got Slarty, 323 points, narrowly ahead of FT on 310. Lupius in 3rd, 265. BAM, 251 in 4th. And FACR Phase, 246 in 5th. They round out the top 5. And then we've got Crazy Eyes, Craviator, Arse Track, Chip Blade, and Sterilizer rounding out the top 10. Alright, let's get on board with the race. So we've got a few new guys tonight that haven't raced yet. So we've got FACR Elusive, who we're on board with now, and that'll be everyone. So we've got 13 runners. They have done qualifying, and we've got Craviator in 1, Slarty 2, Stopius 3, FT 4th, FACR Elusive in 5th, and we'll jump on board with Elusive now. And they get off the line. First corner will be very interesting. Everyone gets very close. Elusive's gone around the outside. Elusive's managed to get past FT. FT down into 5th now. Oh, everyone's so close. Dopius gets a really good line through that corner as they come through the downhill part. Dopius gets out onto the curb a little bit. It's a little bit loose. All this while Craviator's got a bit of a lead already. Slarty looks like he runs a little bit wide, but there's a few different ways around this corner. No, Dopius has got the run. They're out wide. Elusive's pretty wide as well. Still got FT behind him. As they come into the... Oh, Elusive has managed to squeeze through. Dopius somehow missed him. They're going to be side by side through the S's. Dopius is going to have a bad run out of this corner. Elusive's going to get him on the inside, which is now the outside. All the while FT's looking for the way through. Oh, gets a little bit cut off by Elusive there. Cars are bouncing all over the place. That part of the track is not the smoothest at all. FT going for the dive on Elusive. He kind of gets it to work. Gets it to rotate off Elusive, and then now Dopius is under threat straight away. Slarty has managed to get away from this group. He's going to get a better run through here. Dopius has gone a little bit defensive. Will he get the run? Elusive's come back on FT. Has a look up on the inside. Can't quite get it done. FT's going to be really short in. Elusive's gone through. He's going to run wide now. FT's going to get him. Elusive's out onto the grass. He loses to BAM. BAM doesn't quite get the move done. BAM's out in the grass. He didn't want to touch Elusive through the corner. The BAM looking up the inside. Elusive shuts him out. Behind BAM we've got FACR Dan. He's in his green BMW. Is he going to go for the move under braking? He thinks about not. Everyone's super close. BAM runs really wide. FACR Dan smashes into him. Couldn't quite get the car to turn as well as he wanted to. A lot of action to start the race. BAM's run really wide. He's out into the grass. Dan's got such a good move on him. But now Dan's run wide. Nope, he gets it to come back. Oh, does he keep it on? He does. BAM gets through too. BAM's got such a good run. Is BAM going to go for the move? He does not. Not quite close enough. He's still there though. Meanwhile, behind BAM is Kiwi Styles. He's getting in on the action as well. Oh, he's dropped off after the corner. They were close. jump back on board with Elusive. He's still just behind FT. FT is behind Dopius still. Slarty in second, and then Craviator in first. FT looking for a way past Dopius, but Dopius running a good race so far. Jump up a little bit and jump on board with FT. So is it going to get a run on Dopius now? Dopius gone a little bit defensive. Nowhere for FT to run. Gets the car turned on the apex. FT manages to get a good run out of there too. Doesn't quite have him. Lets Dopius get the run. Dopius has run a little bit close. He's run out wide. FT gets the run on him. And he's got the move done. Dopius still all loose. Elusive dropped off a little bit, so he can't get him as well. And FT now up into third, chasing Slarty's in second. They all tighten up around the hairpin, and we head back for another lap. So Dan and Bam are still pretty close together. And Kiwi Style's just behind. So jump on board with Elusive. He's joined into this train again. Oh, Dopius out wide onto the grass. Managed to get his car set up for the next corner beautifully though. Elusive trying to get nice and smooth now. These three seem to be catching Slarty. It's probably an optical illusion. Dopius looking for an outside run. He's almost let Elusive through. But managed to get the power down. They both run wide. Dopius touches the grass, just slows him down a little bit. It's gone defensive on Elusive. Elusive got nowhere to go. Dopius parks it on the apex. Gets a nice run out of there. Oh, he's so loose, Dopius, but he's quick. Dopius gets a much better run through there this time. Elusive had nowhere to go. He looked onto the inside then, but not enough space. Dopius trying desperately to hold him out. And all three of them get through there nicely. These two battling, they're not actually losing that much time on FT. Oh, Elusive's locked him up a bit. He had to run wide. Manages to still get a good run out of there. Meanwhile, FACR Dan this whole time is starting to catch with Bam as well. Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh no, he's out into the grass. How many positions? Oh, he's got it sideways. He's facing the wrong way. He's going to wait for everyone to go through. And that is unfortunate for Elusive that he hit the inside. He's down to 8th place. Dopius can now focus on trying to get past FT again. Doesn't have to worry about Elusive behind him. Elusive in the thick of the action, first part of this race. The running order as it stands: Craviator out in first, Slarty second, FT third, followed closely by Dopius. Just stay here for a little bit. Well, Dopius is on the grass a little bit again, so FT running nice and smooth. We've got FACR Dan in 5th. He's got a nice gap now to Bam, who's in 6th. But Bam's got a gap on Kiwi Styles. You've got Crazy Eyes in 8th. So Crazy Eyes. So Elusive is down into 11th now. He must have gone off again. So after his early pace, he's had a couple of minor errors, and I Unfortunately with this field, everyone is super close to the speed, and you go off, you lose a lot of positions very quickly. Got FaZe, Crazy Eyes 8th, Kiwi Style 7th, Bam up in 6th. Everyone is running their own races now, so jump on board with the FT. They're still chasing down Slarty. Dopius is right behind him still, trying to change the colour of his car from blue to white. FT getting a little bit of breathing room. He's starting to find his rhythm now. So jump on board with Benji Chuckles. We haven't seen him today so far. Running a Raise Outdoors livery. Now you got Achievement behind him. 13th. Chipload 11th. Elusive's back up to 10th. Must be getting close to FaZe by now. Oh, Benji Chuckles got really loose then. Achievement's got a good run on him. Always brake really late. Oh, it's a big tussle here. You can make the least amount of mistakes. Trying the hardest. A tough track to learn when you're first starting out. So Elusive in 10th. He's starting to gain on FACR FaZe now. Jump on board with Dopius. He's still trying to hassle FT into a mistake. Will it happen? Slarty just up ahead. It's pulling away a little bit, but not a lot. And I think offense. There goes Cravier to come back down the other side. Cravier looking good for another win. Bam not too far behind FACR Dan. Dan's not too far behind FT and Dopiest. Looks like FT run a little bit wide then, so I'll jump on board with Dopiest. Is he going to have a chance? Craviator crosses the line for another lap. Oh, it touches the back of FT. Just lets him know he's still here. Dopius using all of the track to try and catch FT. He's trying to get a better run on him now. Had to hold off just a little bit as he was running wide. FT's got a nice run on him now. So jump on board Craviator, who haven't been on board Craviator all day. Craviator using all the track. As he comes around the hairpin, all close to, everyone gets so close to the pit lane entry. As it completes another lap. The order is Craviator, Slarty, FT, Dopius, FACR Dan, Bam, the Kiwi Styles, Crazy Eyes, Elusive, Phased. So Elusive has got past Phased, Chipman, Achievement, and Benji Chuckles. So let's jump on board with Phase and see how close he is. He's not that far behind Elusive, so Elusive's got past him. Elusive now with Crazy Eyes in his sights. Oh, it's so close. He's trying to use every little bit of millimeters he can to catch people. Unfortunately, that's been his undoing. But he's not going away. So he's got a bit of a gap. Back to Dopius and FT. Dopius is not going away. He wants that third place from FT. I think FT is going to give it up in a hurry. Slarty just down the track still. These two can still see him. It's like a little carrot there, a little Slarty carrot. But I don't think they're going to get it done. Dopius lights it up out of the corner. Across the line, go around again for another lap. Someone's hit the tyres on the inside. So let's see if Elusive is caught up on Crazy Eyes. He's getting closer. Bit by bit he's getting closer. Oh, he's run a little bit wide. It's the power down, but Crazy Eyes has got the run on him now. Phased has dropped off now though. Can't keep up with the pace of these two. Oh, he's pushing so hard, Elusive. You can just see him, he's just trying to get as much out of the car as he can. He wants that place back. Wants a lot of places back, but he's not going to get them. The Kiwi Styles is in 7th. He's been running a really good race. Obviously his track prefers his driving style. Bam in 6th, in a league of his own. FACR Dan in 5th. But can Dan still see the guys ahead? He can. I see Dopius in his sights, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. They go up the hill again. Running order is Craviator, Slarty, FT, Dopius, FACR Dan, Bam Bam, Kiwi Styles, Crazy Eyes, Elusive, Phased, Chiplade, Achievement, Benji Chuckles in 13th. So jump on board with Benji Chuckles, and he's actually dropped off Achievement now. They were having a good battle for a while. Obviously they had a bit of a coming together or an incident. I'm only guessing, I don't know exactly what happened. Chiplade in 11th, he's usually in the thick of the action, but the next race will be reverse grid, so that'll be very, very interesting. So we missed that. Elusive has got past Crazy Eyes. Elusive's back up into 8th now. He's got the job done. Can he catch Bam now? That's the question. Dare say he's running out of laps. Dopius runs wide. It's not going to get a good run there. Oh, he gets FT under braking, does he? No, he runs a little bit wide. FT is going to get the first run out of there. As we go around again, there can't be too many more laps left. Oh, Dopius gets it loose, but he's got such a good line. Doing everything to catch up on FT. Always run a little bit wide now. FT ran wide too. That's probably got the job done. So Kiwi Styles is actually ahead of Elusive. It's just gone up the hill. Probably going to have to be an error now for him to catch up. Crazio is still not that far behind him. We got FACR Phase not too far behind them. Chipblade is not actually that far behind them either. Dopius using every curb he can. FT as smooth as they come. Another beautiful corner through there, and FT's going to get on the power first again. Dopius lights it up. And that is the end of the race. So the first half of that race was full on. We had a lot of action from FACR Elusive. He was everywhere, battling everyone, losing positions, getting positions back. But in the end, it was Craviator's race to lose, and he set off sail into the distance. Slarty managed to get away from the chasing pack to finish second. And we had FT third, Dopius in fourth. Alright, look out guys for race 2, that'll be coming in the next couple of days. Magello full, and we'll show you all the action and highlights from that. Take care.